30-second retirement planning video ever. Preparing for retirement now means more options later. Follow these steps to become retirement ready. Think about your life in retirement. Determine how much that lifestyle will cost. Explore government benefits. Know how much you need to save. Start saving now. Remember, it's never too late.
Firstly, I will provide the project overview. This project is about planning long-term financial security and retirement for Mr. Muiz. We analyze his income, expenses, saving, and investment to see if he can meet his retirement goal. At the same time, we consider some potential risks. Our group worked together using financial planning concept to design a structured and realistic retirement plan that is both practical and achievable.
Our project is based on the retirement planning of the Mr. Muiz, who is 30 years old, executive residing in Kuala Lumpur. It is meant to determine how much income, expenses, saving, and contribution to the EPF. He has to see whether he can meet his retirement target. We have estimated that his retirement requires 70% of his present earning. This amount to approximately 50,400 ringgit annually, or 1,008,000 ringgit 20 years. To achieve this, we suggest three investment plans, namely KWSP, ASB, and gold saving. He is likely to retire with a comfortable life and around 1.6 million, his constant contribution, and the age of 60.
As I will explain the objective and outcomes of Mr. Muiz. So far, our main objective is to find out how much Mr. Muiz needs to his retirement. So he will need about 50,400 ringgit a year, which adds up to 1,008,000 ringgit for 20 years. So with saving in KWSP, ASB, and gold saving, he is expected to collect around 1.67 million ringgit by the age of 60. So this means he can retire comfortable and still have extra money for unexpected costs. So our project timeline was split across in 7 weeks. So in week 1, we formed the group and selected retirement planning as our topic. Week 2 was focused on research, where we gathered details about Mr. Muiz's financial profile and possible investment options. Week 3 involved analyzed data and performing financial calculations to estimate his retirement needs. In week 4, we draft individual report sections, followed by week 5, where we review, refine, and integrate all parts into a complete report. Week 6 was dedicated to prepare and do our video presentations. And finally, in week 7, we proofreading, finalize, and submit the report and video.
In this project, all the members were significant to provide equality and teamwork. Wani designed table and figures and also assist in the recognition and the conclusion. The reflection and the future improvement section were written by Arisa. Alia deal with the introduction, formatting, and lesson learned. Ayuni was the one who prepared the objective outcomes and project timeline. Akmal, Ismi, was working on the project description and student contribution. Finally, Najwa concentrated on the information about the project, finance, and documentation. The project was done successfully and within time with the effort of everyone.
Next, for the financial estimation, Mr. Muiz needs a required saving of about 1.008 million for his retirement. We got this by calculating his target income, which is 70% of his current salary. That's equal to 4,200 per month. Now, this slide shows Mr. Muiz's retirement estimation through 3 investments. First, EPF, yearly contribution of 16,560 projected to reach 1.09 million at age 16. This gives stability and secure growth for his retirement. Second, LSB, 500 monthly, expected to grow to 398,640. This will act as an additional saving buffer. Third, public gold, 300 monthly. Gold also helps him hedge against inflation and diversify his portfolio. Together, this creates stable, diversified, and balanced retirement plan.
Now I will explain the visual and media of our case study. Here we can see the table of contribution and projected amounts. EPF is the largest contribution with 16,560 ringgit per year, followed by ASB at 6,000 ringgit and gold at 3,600 ringgit annually. By age 60, the projected funds will reach 1.09 million ringgit from EPF, 398,640 ringgit from ASB, and 171,852 ringgit from gold. Altogether, the total projected retirement fund is 1.67 million ringgit. Moving to the pie chart, it shows how the savings are distributed. 66% from EPF, 24% from ASB, and 10% from gold. This demonstrates a balanced allocation, with EPS providing stability, ASB supporting growth, and gold acting as protection against inflation. The bar chart then compares the required fund of 1,008,000 ringgit with the projected fund of 1,669,918 ringgit. This leaves a surplus of 661,918 ringgit, which means that Mr. Muiz will not only achieve his retirement target, but also have financial flexibility for emergencies, lifestyle improvements, or a longer retirement period.
Now we move to the potential challenge and actionable step. The first is low return in investment. Mr. Muiz's retirement depends on his investment, but these returns are not guaranteed. Market downturn, economic issue, or policy change may reduce growth. If this happens, he might need to cut spending, work longer, or find extra income to cover his retirement needs. So, he should increase saving to RM1,200 per month by age 35. Boost his monthly contribution to improve his retirement fund. Rise will help him counter inflation and market risk. If invested, even RM400 a month might grow over 25 years, giving him retirement security. Next, Mr. Muiz may face unexpected medical costs since illness and emergencies increase with age. Without insurance or a medical fund, his saving could be drained quickly. Also, longevity risk. While his plan assumes he live to 80, he might live into his late 80 or 90, and his fund may not last that long. So, he should protecting retirement with insurance and passive income. He should getting medical and critical illness insurance to cover high healthcare costs. He should also maintain life insurance to make sure his family is protected if something unexpected happens. Lastly, he can build extra income through rental or dividend pay, so he has a great steady cash flow even in old age. The last is contingency measure. First, extend retirement age if needed. If funds are short at age 60, Mr. Muiz can delay retirement to 62. 2 more years mean more saving and fewer years to cover. This reduces the cash needed and allow investment more time to grow through compounding. Second, look into way to make money part-time. Mr. Muiz can also earn during retirement. He could do coaching, teaching, or freelance work and set up passive income like rental, dividend. Even an extra RM1,000 per month help reduce dependence on saving and keep him financially stable.
From this case study, we discovered 3 critical lessons on the retirement planning. First, early planning maximizes financial security by starting at the age of 30. Mr. Muiz enjoyed the power of compounding for 30 years. If he delay, even by a decade, his monthly saving would almost double, causing an unnecessary financial strain. This shows that in retirement planning, time is far more valuable than money. Secondly, inflation is hidden by a critical risk. Today, Mr. Muiz's annual expenses are 42,000, but in 25 years, the same lifestyle will cost nearly 88,000. Without considering inflation, his saving would fall short and his retirement would be underfunded. And this reminds us that every financial model must include realistic inflation assumptions. Third, diversification ensures stability and growth. Relying only on EPF and deposit will not be enough to meet his retirement goal. By balancing EPF and ASB and goal saving, Mr. Muiz achieves steady growth while protecting himself from a market volatility. Diversification is therefore not just a strategy for wealth, but also a safeguard against the risk.
On retirement planning. So the first point is starting early. Starting early is one of the most important lessons in retirement planning. Time gives us the greatest advantage, especially because of compounding. Even if we save only a small amount when we were young, it can grow into a large sum over the year. What matters most is a consistency, not the size of contribution. Many people wait until they earn a higher salary, but the longer we wait, the harder it becomes to catch up. Personally, this teaches us not to procrastinate. If we begin early, we reduce the financial pressure later in life. Second is a diversification. Life is full of uncertainties and financial planning is no different. Putting all our money into one type of investment is risky. If it fails, we may lose everything. Mr. Muiz's example shows how a balanced portfolio works. By diversifying some investment, provide security while others provide growth. This may reduce risk and still allow us to reach our goal. For me, the takeaway is that diversification gives peace of mind. Even if one investment underperforms, the others can keep the plan on track. Third point is inflation awareness. The third and most eyes-opening reflection is about inflation. Inflation is something we often overlook, but it is a silent threat to our saving. Prices keep increasing, which means the money we have today will buy less in the future. If we only save in cash, the value of that money will decrease over the time. That is why our saving and investment must grow faster than inflation. Personally, this reminds us to think long-term and prepare for higher living costs in the future, so that we won't struggle financially during retirement. Today, I will talk about future improvement in retirement planning. For the first one is healthcare costs. One of the biggest uncertainties in retirement is healthcare. A single medical emergency, such as a heart surgery or cancer treatment, can cost tens of thousands of ringgit. This kind of expenses can wipe out years of saving in an instant. Looking for Mr. Muiz's plan, we can see that he has considered insurance, which is a good step, but insurance alone may not be enough in the future because medical costs are always rising. That's why his plan should include a periodic review of his insurance coverage to make sure it keeps pace with inflation and changing medical needs. Another improvement is to create a separate medical fund. For example, if he set aside just 200 every month into a health saving account, by the time he retired, he would have a dedicated cushion for hospitalization, chronic illness treatment, or elderly care service. This means he would not need to dip into his retirement saving when health issue arise. In other words, his retirement income remain protected while his healthcare needs are also taken care of. Second is building multiple income streams. Another area for improvement is diversifying income sources. Depending only on saving and EPF, withdrawals can be risky because once the money runs low, lifestyle and financial security will be affected. To strengthen his financial stability, Mr. Muiz could build multiple income streams before retirement. For example, he could invest in a small rental property which provide monthly rental income. He could also focus on dividend paying share, which generate passive income even when he is no longer working. Another option is to develop a side business, such as a consultancy or freelance work, which can continue on a part-time basis during retirement. Even an additional 1,000 per month from the sources would make a big difference. It would reduce his reliance on saving, cover unexpected expenses, and allow more flexibility in retirement spending. This kind of cash flow ensure that retirement is not only secure but also comfortable. The third is continuous review of the plan. The final lesson is that retirement planning is not one-time activity. Even though Mr. Muiz's plan looks solid today, we must remember that economic condition, inflation, and personal circumstances will all change in the next 20 to 30 years. For instance, an economic downturn could reduce return from investment like ASB or EPF, or personal changes such as a children education cost or caregiving responsibility might reduce his ability to save. This is why the plan should be reviewed every 3 to 5 years. During this review, he can adjust his contribution, rebalance his investment, location, and update assumption about expenses and inflation. By doing this, the retirement plan stay realistic and flexible and always aligned with his evolving financial situation.
In conclusion, the case study of Mr. Muiz shows that early and consistent retirement planning is essential for long-term financial security. Through discipline, saving, and diversified investment in EPF, ASB, and gold, he is projected to exceed his retirement funds need, ensuring a comfortable future. At the same time, potential risks such as inflation, medical costs, and longevity highlight the importance of flexibility, regular reviews, and insurance coverage. This study proves that with proper strategies and commitment, individuals like Mr. Muiz can achieve financial stability and peace of mind during retirement.